7 minutes to the hour. Culture has often provided a sharp commentary on social issues in Trinidad and Tobago. In the early 20th century, for example, calypso music avoided government censorship by using double meanings and other ways around restrictions. And now that creative legacy is being used and celebrated to take on and comment on the country's surging murder rate. The Roots Foundation is giving at-risk teens a powerful platform to speak out through spoken word. Kizzy Cox reports from Trinidad.
When you think of vibrant carnival celebrations pumping with buoyant soca beats and steel pans, chances are you're thinking of Trinidad and Tobago. But in recent years, Trinidad and Tobago has become known for something else.
Gang warfare intensifies in East Port of Spain. The latest victim is a pregnant 16-year-old girl.
4 murders overnight pushed the murder toll to 34 as 7 people are killed on Thursday.
Trinidad has become one of the most dangerous countries in the Caribbean.
Crime seems to be spiraling out of control in this small Caribbean nation of 1.3 million. The murder rate has increased each year since 2014, and this year may be no different, with roughly 10 people murdered every week. The violence is largely being driven by drug disputes and gangs, but while the government seems unable to stop the carnage, people in the community are fighting back, not with bullets, but with words.
I had friends who were dying on the streets from gunshots, from HIV/AIDS. I myself contributed to destroying families and destroying lives.
As a former crack dealer, Mtima Solwazi never thought he'd live past 25. But even through his most turbulent years, poetry was his passion. Now in his 40s, Mtima is founder of the Roots Foundation, which uses Trinidad and Tobago's rich spoken word heritage to engage at-risk youth.
A lot of youth are disillusioned. When you look around your community, you are seeing death, you are seeing poverty, you are seeing hopelessness. So we are trying to impact in the lives of these young people that, hey, you have purpose.
Because 15-year-olds are still being killed. Revolvers are the new NyQuil, night, sleep tight, more food for the worms, right?
Today, I find the teens performing, living out their purpose at Roots headquarters in a modest building in central Trinidad.
I dream demons on their knees praying, please, asking for forgiveness.
They're practicing for the big day, an international poetry competition called Brave New Voices, or BNV. It's one of the ways that the Roots Foundation reaches thousands of young people across Trinidad. The other ways being a local competition called Cascadoo, and through talks Mtima and his adult partners give, warning against criminal life.
The star of the closed casket funeral, so much bullet holes in a black boy's skin, he was unrecognizable by my own mother.
17-year-old Jeremy Joseph, whose poem about his brother's murder put him on the Poetry Slam map, is looking forward to BNV.
Some of my work that I put on there is very personal, and BNV provides a space where I can say something that I think I have to say.
The freedom for kids to say whatever they need to is where the power of poetry lies, says Brendan O'Brien. Brendan's a former member of Roots who's gone on to start his own spoken word group. But at 28, he's come back to coach the next generation of BNV poets.
I think what they need is for them to think about themselves as full of potential, no matter where they're born and where they live. And part of that is giving them an opportunity to say whatever it is that they need to say, and acknowledging that they can say positive and meaningful things.
True to its name, Roots also kept Jeremy grounded when there was nothing else to hold on to, through family turmoil and the wake of his brother's death.
So life at the moment had no meaning for me. Not to say that I would commit suicide or something along that lines, but I could cross the street, see a car coming, and maybe falter, because what is there on the other side of the street for me? I am thankful for the opportunity to participate in the family of Roots Foundation.
While poetry provides an outlet for self-expression, groups like Roots provide a way into a larger family, teaching teens to uplift their communities and combat the violence threatening to tear them down.
No, she doesn't want another son to be set on this street.
Power of the spoken word. That's Kizzy Cox reporting from Trinidad and Tobago on the work done by the Roots Foundation. As you heard there, giving lots of at-risk teens and teens who've seen much more than I've seen in my long life, a powerful platform to speak out through the spoken word, following in the tradition of Calypso, which of course began in Trinidad.